YouTube friends. Rainy with no idle hands. I am back. I've been here about, over a week now. Um, we moved in last Wednesday, something like that. No, must have been Thursday. Because Shadow had a vet appointment Tuesday. It was Wednesday. Because we left Tuesday night after Shadow's vet appointment. Um, so yeah. Things are good. We're finally settled. We got most of the furniture in. Still waiting on a love seat. The cabinets are full. I've not seen this many groceries in a long time. For those of you who are new to my channel, I was a travel nurse prior to this. So we didn't have a whole lot of stuff ever anywhere because we wanted to live minimalistically, which I still plan on doing that. I don't want a whole bunch of stuff. But I will be in my current location. Well, let's see, we signed a year lease, so I will be here at least a year now. I've given up travel nursing for now to help take care of a family member who is not in dire need, but just needs some little help around the house and such. So, you know. So yeah. Haven't started my new job yet. That's next Monday. Hubby doesn't start his job until the 1st of February. But he has actually gone to training today because he's got to have some kind of he's going to be a security guard here in Texas, and actually he's going to be a security guard in Louisiana because we are like right on the border. So he's got to get like his Texas license and his Louisiana license, and you have to have some kind of a card, and it's complicated. Missouri doesn't require you to have all that stuff. Or maybe it was a little bit easier in Missouri since he was actually a law enforcement person and had his stuff, his certification, his post certification. I don't know. Anyway, I'm letting him worry about his own thing because I've got enough to deal with my own issues. At least with nursing, I have a compact license and I can practice anywhere a compact license is accepted. But if I am going to make this my permanent residence, I do need to look into getting a Texas license, which my job would prefer that I have a Texas license, which I'm in the process of working on that, which is no big deal since Texas is also a compact state. They just kind of look into, they will contact the state of Missouri and get my file from Missouri or whatever. It's a pretty simple thing. Now when I get my Massachusetts license, which I will probably never use now, that was a little bit, had to jump through a few more hoops. But enough of that work stuff. We want to think happy thoughts right now. So I did end up getting the job working for the group homes as a kind of a director of nurses type position. So I will be supervising rather than caring for actual patients. Although, I still have to do some stuff. I'm sure that, LPNs can't do. LVNs. They call them LVNs here in Texas, not LPNs. So anything that they can't do, I will be doing. Not sure what that entails yet because I don't know for sure. Most of my role will be an office job supervising people and making sure stuff gets done. And I am quite happy about that. I will miss taking care of people. I have that nurturing quality about me, but it'll be okay. So I'm kind of looking into getting a second job just to make sure we have enough to make ends meet. Seeing how, we are income level changing and, everything and different stuff. And Oh, that reminds me. For the first time... Don't you just hate that? I accidentally touched something on my phone and stopped my first video. Luckily, I caught it as soon as I shut it off. So you didn't miss anything. I was going to say, that reminds me. See my fingernails? I don't know if you can see them very well. For the first time ever in my life, I've had my nails professionally done. If I weren't wearing socks and slippers, I'd show you my toenails. I went in for got my nails done and got a pedicure. That was a little bit rough. My toes, I mean, my feet aren't sensitive, but my toes, oh my God, my toes are ticklish. So I got a cute little coat of paint on my toenails and got these nails. It wasn't so much because I wanted to look pretty, it was because I wanted to stop biting my nails. So yeah, and these little boogers, they're not very long. You can't even hardly see them over the ends of my fingers because I don't want super long nails. I mean, they're just barely over the tip of my finger. So that is one habit I am trying to kick biting my fingernails, even though, you know, oh, wait a minute, I can't bite that. So the other habit I'm trying to kick is Dr. Pepper. Since I got here, I have an ice maker, which is awesome. It's like one of the few ice makers I've ever owned in my life. And it, you know, came with the refrigerator, so it's like awesome. I'm trying to drink more ice water and less Dr. Pepper. I've also kind of tried to substitute Dr. Pepper for tea, which, you know, instead of grabbing a Dr. Pepper, I'll make myself a cup of hot tea. So far it's gone fairly well. Not sure I'm happy about it because I miss Dr. Pepper, but you know, it's not good for me and I need to quit drinking so much of it. But I still have 1 can a day, which is another thing I'm trying to not do, is drink out of aluminum cans or whatever they're made out of nowadays. Of course, plastic bottles are almost as bad. What do you do? But exercising more since I got here. There is a gym that we can go to, a little workout room. It's got a treadmill and a bike and an elliptical machine and some weights, and just trying to overall live a healthier lifestyle since, you know, I was not doing so well as a travel nurse because I worked at night and slept during the day and had all kinds of a crazy schedule. Ever since I've been here, I've gone to bed between 9 and 10 o'clock every night, gotten up between 6 and 7 every morning. So my sleep schedule is getting more regular, and I feel better. I mean, it's amazing what happens when you actually get enough sleep and you sleep regularly. I'm using my CPAP regularly. I mean, I'm getting a good 6 to 7 hours on the CPAP every night, although, you know, I swear I put it on as soon as I go to bed and I take it off when I get up. And I know I'm sleeping more than 6 to 7 hours, but my CPAP says that I'm only using it 6 to 7 hours a night. Maybe I don't know. I don't know how the crazy thing works. But, so, that is pretty much all of the other stuff. I know the crafters that are watching me want to know, what have you been up to? What have you been doing? You know? So, I still maintained a little bit of crafting every day. I haven't really dug the knitting back out yet. Oh, I've got a new hobby too. Diamond painting. So a certain someone that I watched a lot during Vlogmas was giving away a lot of diamond paintings, and I kept crossing my fingers and hoping I would win a diamond painting because I wanted to try it out. I never won, so I ended up buying my own. So I picked up diamond painting. Just kind of to fill in the in-between until I got everything all situated and unpacked. And also the family member that is here that we're kind of helping to look after, wanted an Afghan. Actually, she wanted 2 Afghans. Just little throws for her chairs, because they keep their house quite cold. And, I know she's thinking of me when I come over and I'm like frozen because the air conditioner is set on like 64. But I started an Afghan for her. Don't worry, I will get my friendship Afghan back out as soon as I get completely. I haven't really unpacked my craft stuff that much because I kind of want to make sure, I don't want to just spread it out and not have anywhere to put it. So I'm waiting for some organization, storage type stuff. So anyway, here is the Afghan I'm working on. And that is made with Red Heart yarn. It is called the 6-Day Kid Afghan. And I think I measured it out at about 48 inches. I'm using just Walmart yarn because this place is inconvenient, let me tell you, when it comes to crafting. I've got a Hobby Lobby, and I don't like using Hobby Lobby yarn. I mean, I do, but not for like Afghans because it takes so much and it's so expensive at Hobby Lobby. So this is the first color. It's called Sutherland Stripe. It's that blue color. Hobby Lobby jumbo stripe, 10 ounces. It's Red Heart. And then I've got Red Heart. And this is Buff. And it's the big honker. It's the 14 ounce one. And then the last color that I'm using, Cafe Latte. It is Red Heart. And it's 14 ounces. See? Got my shadow slippers on. I mean, yeah. And it's complicated. But anyway, I like Red Heart. Some people say, meh, they don't like Red Heart yarn, but I do. It's kind of a sentimental favorite since it was my mom's favorite yarn. And, so, yeah. I did order some yarn from Michaels to make a temperature Afghan to celebrate my first year here. I'm obviously behind. Today's like the 19th of January. I haven't even got the yarn yet, but I went back and got the historical data from this location since the 1st of January. And I think I'm going to make a biased granny, or granny on the bias or something like that. Anyway, you'll see it as I work on it. I just used the basic Craft Smart, whatever cheap brand, and I had to have it shipped because there is no Michaels very close. Hobby Lobby is the only craft store here in this little town where I live. So yeah, don't get me wrong, I like Hobby Lobby for certain things, I love this yarn, but I have a hard time justifying $5 a skein when I can get it for $2.99, $3.99, And I did catch a sale. That's one of the reasons why I went ahead and got the Craft Smart yarn, because it was on sale. Online, you saved $1 per skein. So yeah, and free shipping over $50. So I made sure I had like $51.08 to get the free shipping, because I'm not going to pay like $8.95 for shipping when that's like 2 more skeins of yarn. So yeah, I could also have it delivered straight to the house as far as like same day delivery, but that's like $10, and I guess you could say I'm pretty frugal. I don't like spending money and not getting something. You know what I'm saying? Like shipping just drives me crazy. Yeah, so Anyway, it's aggravating that I had to get rid of a whole lot of yarn before I moved, and most of my yarn is still in Missouri. I hate having to replace it all, but I did bring a suitcase full. Me and my suitcases. I made sure the suitcase came. And any of the projects I was working on in Springfield before before the move. Yeah, I was just checking to make sure. Before the move made it. So, got a couple of other little projects I'm working on. There is a Granny Square of the Week. Well, no, it's not really of the week. That's kind of it's kind of like a challenge, a granny challenge. I don't know what it is. I'm making granny squares, and I'm using up my scraps. And so far, I've done one a week because I've been kind of busy. But also, if you remember, and pardon me for digging around again, but if you remember, if you've been with me for a while, I started a scrap project when I was in Maine of my tails, and I was going to put it in an Afghan. Well, sorry, I'm trying to get the thing open. I went ahead and worked on that and finished up my Springfield yarn. I don't know how I'm going to get this open one-handed. Hold on one second. Okay, I'm back. I got stuff out of the bags. So, I went ahead and finished up the Springfield yarn and went ahead and put the Springfield border on. And I'll explain that in just a minute. Hold on just a second. I'll turn you around. Okay, so if you remember right, this was all Bangor out to here until you get to this white border right here. And that's where I started Springfield. And then this is the Springfield border right here. So anywhere, you see the white. Anyway, so that's what it looks like so far. Not quite sure what I'm going to do from this point because that kind of ruins my strategy. I was going to do this white border in between each different location. Well, now that I'm parked somewhere, I don't know how to work in the white. I guess I'll just keep going until I don't know. So if you hear that music, that's my new washer. Anyway, it's telling me my towels are done. But anyway, yes, so this was all Maine out to here because I need that baby Afghans and hats and more baby Afghan and hats. And I mean, I had all sorts of stuff going on in Maine, small projects, lots of tails, lots of balls. And then in Springfield, not so much. I've got like a couple of Afghans in here. That's about it. I think that was a hat right there. That no, that was Maine. That was a hat right there. And I don't know. I don't know what that tan was from. I don't remember. But I know the black was from the Friendship Afghan. And the sparkly was from the Friendship Afghan. The red was definitely from the Peppermint Twist. I don't know. I don't know what some of this stuff is from. I don't really remember. Must have been small projects that I just don't remember doing. But anyway, so that's my scrap Afghan, and I'm just putting my little tails in it as I come to them. And then some of these ends are, like 5 inches, I think was the smallest thing I figured I could use. So then that was week 2, Granny that I did. This one was week 1. These are from my bigger balls of scraps, not my little tiny tails. And that was week 3. And I just found some free patterns and I've just been going with it. So that is pretty much what I've been up to. My spinning, I've done a little bit of spinning since I've been here because the person the family member is, I I said something about spinning my own yarn, and they're like, "Oh, you spin yarn." So I've done a little bit. And that's on the other side. Sorry. I should be more prepared when I do this, but it's just totally off the cuff, and I don't ever plan what I'm going to say. And I'm sorry this one's so long, but it's been so long since I've talked to you guys. So anyway, here's my spinning. Getting a nice little mound. I've been working on this one for quite a while. I think I've worked on it since October. But there was a lot of time I didn't work on it in Springfield. So, yep, just got my Turkish spindle there that I bought from Snyder Spindles, and the wool is wool that I dyed myself. I think it's 100% merino. I can tell you that much because I bought it from Amazon, and you know I'm usually pretty careful when I buy stuff from Amazon. I would rather buy it from a small farmer, or I mean a small business owner. But, you know, being that I don't have access to all of my tools and stuff like that to wash it and clean it and comb it and, you know, all of that, I usually just buy it already prepared. So, you know, in Missouri, I could do all those things. But since I've been traveling for a while, you know, hopefully I will get all of that stuff out of storage. But the important thing was to get here and to get settled and to get our jobs and get going. And then, you know, at a later date, then we'll move some more of our stuff down. But that was that. So I think that's it. I think that's all I really have to tell you about. No, there's one more thing. So for those of you who watch this for my dog, let's see where he's at right now. So my husband and I splurged, and we got a really, really nice bed since we've been sleeping on crap for the last year. And someone is infatuated with our bed. Someone absolutely loves our bed, and this is where I find him most of the time. So, yes, if I ever can't find my dog, it's because he's laying on the bed. He is so taken with that bed. So now I'm going to end it. I'm going to say thank you for watching. If you like this craziness and you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. Turn on the notification bell anytime you wish to be notified that I put a new video up. Thank you all for watching and sticking with me through all of this craziness. And I'm going to try to be more regular now that I'm actually halfway settled and I actually have a Monday through Friday job. So, hopefully I will have more time to do videos and keep you guys updated on what's going on. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.